Welcome, my name is Transleona. I'm a raccoon girl on Twitch. The following is a recording of one of my latest streams on Twitch. Sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Lights are out. Even in the darkness, however, I can feel the hum of energy from the passengers. Yes, it's a little creepy, to be honest. I feel like something's waiting to leap out from us from the dark. And by it, I mean that rice. Oh, I thought you'd conquered your fear of ghosts. That's enough ghost talk, thanks. Come on, let's find this freaking cat and get out of here. Shall we? We don't want to keep that poor maintenance worker waiting. Meow. Hey, what's that? Errol? Yeah, go. There you are, Errol. Oh, you silly kitty. You always do stuff like this. We cleared for it, just like we'd heard. This must be our cat. Thank goodness, she looks okay. Thank you for the hydrate, Finksy. You little troublemaker. We ended up walking all over the place thanks to you. What were you doing hiding in there, anyway? Meow. 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 Hmm? What? Kittens? Aren't they adorable? They look like newborns, too. So she gave birth to them here? Actually, that makes a lot of sense. She was trying to find the safest place for her children. Yeah, but did she have to get on the ship? Oh, whatever. Let's go report. Yes, let's. I'm sure Edith will be quite happy. Ooh, what a surprise. Errol's up and become a mother, hehe. We were just as surprised as you. Didn't see that coming, not one bit. Both mother and children appear to be healthy. Raise them with care. My bet, of course, they're as precious to me as grandchildren. Now comes the real challenge. I need to come up with the perfect names for each and every one of them. Sure, their names will be adorable. No problems there, leave it to me. Oh, and one last thing before you go. Hehe, it simply wouldn't do to have you on your way just yet. Did you need something else? This is the second time you've helped me. Here, it's only right for you to take this. It's something I've used often when praying. It's very calming. Oh, neat. Thanks, we appreciate it. Well then, please take care on your way home. Meow. Meow. Okay, that's one case cleared up. Now we need to get back to our real job. Indeed, the sleeping require our aid. And we go for us at once. Let's do it. Alright. Estelle, Sherazard, welcome. Hi, ma'am. Did Miraclass tell you about us? Yes. You're investigating the fainting cases. If there's anything I can do to help, please feel free to ask. Thank you. Well, firstly, how is Lita? Lita. She won't awaken, no matter what we do. I pray she'll wake normally come the sunrise. Whatever that's worse than this fog. For now, all I can do is keep an eye on her. That's awful. When exactly did Lita collapse? And do you remember when? Let me see, it would have been just before 5 o'clock. I stepped out of the kitchen and found her collapsed in the entryway. I panicked a little, needless to say, and called for Klaus, who was able to carry her to bed. But to think there was other afflicted the same way? She collapsed in the entryway? Hang on, was the door locked at the time? I don't believe it would have been. After all, people have been visiting all day to speak to my husband about how to deal with this fog. Oh, the list of suspects is so long then. Oh, how long were you in the kitchen, by the way? About 30 minutes, I suppose? Alright, I think we have a good picture of what happened. One last thing, if I may. Was there anything strange before or after Lita collapsed? Strange? What do you mean? Did the house have any unfamiliar visitors, or were there any odd sounds? Anything you can think of, ma'am? Let me think. Well, I'm not sure I'd call it strange, but it was memorable. While I was in the kitchen, I heard the faint sound of a bell. The sound of a bell. Hold on a sec, didn't we hear one too? It was such a lovely sound, I thought Lita rang it, perhaps. That reminds me, I haven't been able to find that bell. I wonder where she put it. You've given us a lot to think about, ma'am. If anything else happens, please contact us at the guild at once. Yes, of course. Oh, and everyone, Do be careful, won't you? Yeah, we will. Thanks for your help. Gasp. Hey, Alyssa, sorry Estelle! Yes, hi. This is great. When did you get back from training? I've been so worried you didn't come back for so long. Haha, sorry. I got kind of busy and couldn't say hi. So is your mom doing alright? Well, it seems like she's sleeping okay. But I'm so worried. She won't, wake up or do anything, even if you shake her. Father Divine said there's nothing to worry about, but... I see. We're investigating this at the request of the mayor. Could we ask you a few questions? Oh yeah, sure. Ask me anything you want. Okay then. First, where did your mother fall asleep and when? Let's see, it was about 5 o'clock, I think. Mom and I went out to clean the chairs and stuff on the terrace. The chairs? Yeah, we figured they might get damaged from all the humidity in the air due to this creepy fog, you know? We finished weatherproofing the ground floor, you see, so we figured we'd totally store the chairs too. I see, alright, and then? Okay, so while we were cleaning up, Dad called me. When I got back, Mom was all zonked out in one of the chairs. So you didn't see her fall asleep then? Yeah, sorry. So I tried talking to her, shaking her, but she wouldn't wake up. I totally freaked out, called Dad, and he carried her up to bed. And then she wouldn't... Mom. Alyssa. Sorry. Sort of losing it because you're home too, Estelle. Yeah, I know. It's okay, you don't need to worry. Yeah. I'm okay now, thanks. Did you want to ask anything else? 1 second. Sherry, you got anything? Possibly. Listen, did anything strange happen before or after your mother went to sleep? Did you see anyone you didn't recognize or hear anything strange? People I didn't recognize? Actually, yeah, just as I was heading inside. I saw this lady come out of the clock tower. A woman? Was it someone from Roland, do you think? Well, I couldn't see her face. The fog made it kind of hard to see details. But her clothes were really weird. I figured she had to be a traveler of some sort, you know? Really weird. What was weird about them? She was wearing this sort of black dress robe thing. A bit hard to see details through the fog, though, like I said. I see. Still, this is really valuable. We need to go tell Ina this. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Alyssa. You've helped us tremendously. No, it's okay. Good luck with your investigating stuff. And don't worry, okay? You can count on us to save your mom. We'll figure this out and wake her up. I know. Thanks, Estelle. Oh dearie me. Estelle Bright, look at you. It's in your bracer and everything. Hey, Miss Maggie. Pat. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier, Pat. We, heard about Luke. Estelle? Estelle? Where? Whoa, hey, Pat. Is it that bad? Well, you see, our little Pat is the one who found Luke after he collapsed. Oh no. Pat, don't worry. It'll be okay. Where? Maggie, how's your grandson? Is he hurt? What? No, not at all. He's just sound asleep. Really, I think this is all a bit of a fuss. I'm sure he'll be right as rain tomorrow, I'm sure. Little rascal just wore himself out, like boys do, you know? Really, him not waking up? Foolish. Maggie. Hey, Pat, can you tell us what happened when Luke fell asleep? Huh? Sniffle. We're investigating what happened on behalf of the mayor. On behalf of the town. Pat, if anything you can tell us, it might help us solve this and wake Luke up. Please, Pat? Estelle? Okay, I'll tell you. Thanks, Pat. Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate, Finksy. So where and when did Luke fall asleep? I wasn't there when he fell asleep, but I found him on top of the clock tower. I think it was just past 5. We were playing hide and seek in the fog. I was it and I was looking for Luke. When I found him, he was asleep. So he was being a jerk and tried to wake him up, but he wouldn't. I see. Or wait, one thing I don't see. Who the heck carried Luke down from the clock tower? Oh, that was Mr. Paddington. He came up and found us just when I was trying to figure out what to do. He said he came up to make sure the clock was working and the fog wasn't causing any problems. Oh yeah, that's just like Mr. Paddington. Okay, I think I got the gist of it. Pat, I was wondering, when you were playing, did anything strange happen? Strange? Did you see anyone you didn't recognize, hear any strange sounds? Like Estelle said, anything could help. Not really much except all the white of the fog. I do remember thinking it was really creepy not seeing anyone at the landing port. I see. So creepy fog aside, nothing really suspicious happened? Nuts. Seems that way. Thank you, both of you. You've given us some food for thought. Glad we could be of help, dearie. Estelle, is Luke gonna be okay? Yeah, you bet he will. Pat, don't cry anymore, okay? Luke will tease you if he finds out when he wakes up, you know. Okay, sniffle. Yeah, I won't cry anymore. Oh, hello. You're still in Scheherazade, right? Yes, good evening. We're here to investigate by order of the mayor, but, is Mr. Radford okay? Yes, but there's been no change, I'm afraid. He's sound asleep and seems comfortable, but we cannot wake him, no matter what we do. Is our only option to wait and watch over him until morning? I'm afraid so. That's all you can do, for now at least. I know this is a bad time, but could we ask you a few questions? Of course. I don't know if we can answer everything, but I'm happy to help in any way I can. Thank you, you two. Firstly, when and where did Radford fall asleep? The time? Around 5:30, I guess. The place, well, just outside that door, essentially. Outside the door, so what, in the hallway? Yes, I heard a knock and a voice say, I'm home. I unlocked the door to greet him, but when I did, I found my father-in-law on the ground unconscious. To be honest, I thought father had simply gotten drunk again, but I couldn't smell any alcohol in his breath. I thought it was strange, and then we couldn't wake him no matter what we did. So he went to see Father Divine. I see, I think I understand the situation. One last question, if I may. Was there anything odd about the situation before Radford fell asleep? Anything odd? What, you mean like this blasted fog? Aside from that, for example, did you see anyone odd hear any strange noises? Kind of think of it, when we were dragging Radford in, you noticed it too? In all this fuss, I thought I'd just imagined it. Or what is it? When we were putting Radford to bed, we both heard, it seems, the sound of a bell. Sound of a bell here too. It was surprisingly lovely, really. I simply thought someone outside rang one. Thank you, it's given us a lot of information. If you remember anything else, please contact the guild straight away, alright? Yes, of course. Well, excuse us then. We'll be back to check up tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Estelle. So you're investigating the coma cases officially on behalf of Mayor Klaus? Good. How's the questioning going? Pretty well, I think. We've heard from the families of everyone who's been affected, but... Alright, let's call everyone together and compare notes on what we've discovered. I see, it sounds like your investigation went well. The testimonies of those close to the affected is particularly interesting. There seems to be at least one common thread among all of them. Yeah, that's... Yes, exactly. The one commonality between all four testimonies is that there were no witnesses to anyone collapsing at all. I get it. They're put to sleep when they were alone, is what you're saying. In that case, the fog begins to make sense. It's hard to see anything when vision is this poor. A demon that devours the souls of the victims, unseen by others, shrouded in fog. A horrific image, to be sure, but one which fits our antagonists perfectly. Well, that's scary. Thanks for the nightmare fuel, Olivier. In that case, we do have some useful testimony on the identity of our demon. Yes, the sound of a bell and a woman robed in black. I'd say it's safe to say both of them are related to our slumbering citizens. The problem is, though, Alyssa is the only one who saw a woman in black. Maybe it's just a coincidence? I very much doubt that. You have to remember what happened at the place the woman was seen. Oh. Yes, exactly. The black-robed woman was leaving the clock tower. And that would be where Pat found Luke. Yeah, there's no way that's a coincidence. So that woman in black is. There's no question now. There's an enforcer skulking around in the mist here in Roland. Son of a... Fog from an unknown source and people collapsing into comas would be our phenomena then. And the sound of the bell is a message. Makes me know the nature of our foe now. I'm gonna contact the other guild branches, especially Elnan, and let them know our situation. What do you plan to do? It's almost certain that there will be more attacks on the citizenry. We need to spend the night patrolling. Yeah, I'm up for that. If we do it in shifts, we should be able to rest a little too. You shouldn't worry about that. Huh? Leave the night patrol to us guys. You'll go home and get some rest. But wait! It's a good idea, Estelle. You look dead on your feet, and I know this has been draining for you. Take Chloe and Tita home with you, and you three get some rest. But, okay, I will. Sherazard, why are you acting like we're talking about someone else? Like I said, leave the patrol to us guys. What? It's not really about gender, mind. You've been working yourself as raw as Estelle in this case all day. Let us handle things for tonight. You go rest. Now, just a minute. I'm a B-rank bracer. I don't need my hand held like some... Shara, do not look a gift horse in the mouth, Your words protest your lack of wariness, but your body language states otherwise. Shh. Is it not also the responsibility of a bracer to stay rested and ready to act? Very well. Shara, I get sin. Be careful out there, alright? Leave it to us. We'll remember you guys better by being ready for action tomorrow morning. The high moon weaves gossamer threads through the mist. We should rest soon. Well then, Estelle, lead on to your home. Or why exactly are you coming with us, Olivier? Hahaha, fear not, my sweet. Olivier Lenheim is a perfect gentleman who would never overstep his bounds, especially in a gathering of lovely ladies such as this. Nay, my purpose is merely to protect you. Olivier, I think we'll be alright, really. We'll be protected alright, once I tie you to a mattress and throw you in the river, that is. Hey idiot, what the hell are you doing out here? We need to figure out who will be on the patrol and when. What? Hahaha. Oh, Agate, the muse of comedy touches you. Did you not say that you and Zin would handle the patrol? No, I said, leave it to us guys. Last I checked, that includes you. But I could be wrong. Come on, get inside. Agate, wait a moment. Do you not realize that a gathering such as this is no common occurrence? I'll enjoy it enough for the both of us. Just let me go. Yeah, you get inside. Come on. I fucking love Olivier. Well, that's probably the best way to domesticate Olivier, on the whole. How the heck can he not show any, tension or anything in our predicament, though? Haha, it's hard to tell sometimes whether he's joking or really serious. I'm pretty sure he was 100% serious. One way or another, though, he's a bad influence on Tita, yeah. Well, I kind of feel sorry for Olivier, though. Shara? It's nothing. As much as I despair to borrow his words, he did have a point. We should call it a night soon. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Tita, Chloe, follow me. I'll show you guys the way. Forcing Shara to rest. I know, right? You can't top Shara. Was that a door? Huh? Estelle, what? Oh, sorry to wake you, Tita. It's just gonna make sure I locked up properly, okay? I'll be right back, so you just snuggle up and go back to sleep, okay? Okay. Come back soon, Estelle. Hehe, she's so cute. Must fight cheek pinching urges. Actually, that would be kind of cruel, so let's not. Okay, gotta calm down. This is probably just Shara or Chloe. Best to double check the beds and locks, though. Oh, she's out like a broken light. Haha, she's really freaked out when I told her she'd be sleeping in Joshua's room. Really kind of adorable. Dean, everyone. How should I? Chloe. We'll both do our best, okay? Sorry, the fog's still really crazy. Anyway, let's check the first floor. Huh? The bed is still warm. Far enough for Shara to go at this hour. Door is locked. Shara? Oh, Estelle, is something wrong? I heard a sound and got up to check it out. I thought it might be you. It was. I'm sorry. Being able to wake when you sense the slightest change in your environment? Now you're acting like a proper bracer. Well, I don't know about that. I think I was just nervous. I got a lot on my mind and I feel kind of confused. I see. So hey, are the cards showing you anything? Let's take a look. The Inverted Emperor, Mercy, Empathy, Trust, Difficulty, and Experience, and Uncertainty regarding your enemies. Wow, I don't really get how one card can have that much meaning. And what do you mean by uncertainty regarding my enemies? I didn't draw the card for you, Estelle. Sound like you think some of that does apply to you, though. This wouldn't have anything to do with what you spoke with Mr. Burns about, would it? Oh, I'm sorry, Estelle. I'm really not trying to rush you. I do think getting it off your chest would help, though, once you're ready. Shara, do you have a few minutes? Honey, you're practically my little sister. You have all my minutes. That's what older sisters are for. Aw, Shara. Could you take a look at this? Estelle handed Dorothy's photograph to Shara. Photo. What in... Well, this answers one question, at least. I can see why you've been so distracted. Yeah. I bet he's with them at the front, of sorts, for whatever clandestine work he's doing. Yes, I see. With them, he can do the sorts of things he couldn't easily do if he was having to maintain a bracer's face. I wonder what his goals are, though. Shara, aren't you just a little bit surprised? To be completely honest, I was expecting far worse. I remember hearing that the soldiers attacked during the bandit raid were simply knocked unconscious, not killed. I'm certain Joshua's skill had a lot to do with that. Yeah, that's true. Getting caught on film was a bit careless of him, though. I should demand better of a student of mine. Well, to be fair, it was Dorothy who took it. Sometimes I swear it's like the hand of the goddess is guiding her pictures or something. She does seem possessed of the camera of miracles, yes. So, Shara, should I hand the photo over to Aina or Elnan? As a rule, bracers have only one obligation. That is, to come to the aid of civilians who are unjustly harmed, and to prevent such acts whenever possible. Let me ask you, is Joshua dangerous to the citizenry? Will he work with the Capuas to bring terror to liberal skies? What? No, he'd never do something like that. Then you have exactly zero obligation to report anything. I see no reason to say anything either, as I too am confident Joshua presents no danger. Ultimately, it comes down to whether you believe in Joshua or not. Or is that actually an ongoing question? I do believe in him. I do trust him. I'm just so worried. He's out there somewhere, and I don't know where, and he's got those cold, unfeeling eyes. He looks like he doesn't care what happens to himself. I almost want to talk to Dad and try to get Joshua put into protective custody or something. Estelle. But then, what did I do all this for? Wasn't this all because I wanted to bring Joshua back myself? But then, maybe I'm just being a selfish little girl? And ow, yeah, once I get this far in, my headache sets in. I see. I wouldn't worry, Estelle. You're coming to an answer in your own way. I wouldn't fret. What do you mean? From the sound of it, you have a fairly good grasp of your feelings on this. All you've lost sight of is what you want to actually do. You'll find the answer you need if you take it one step at a time. I know you will. Shara, you already seem a lot calmer now than when you got off the airship. You certainly seem to know what you need to do right now, at least. Yeah, that's true. When I heard that Elsa's mom and Luke had both collapsed, I actually felt kind of motivated, you know? Like, I can't sit around in my own little rain cloud. My own problems seemed to fade into the distance a little after that. Oh great, now I think I sound like a vapid, flighty palm. I don't know about that, though you're definitely cute enough to be a palm. I do think you should keep moving forward. You've always solved your problems best by putting one foot in front of the other, without stopping. Thanks, Shara. Now I sound like a charging rhinocider, not a palm. Still, really, thanks. I think I kind of see the answer in the distance now. I hardly did anything special. Anyway, Joshua's doing pretty well for himself now, isn't he? I never thought he and that bandit girl would be a match, but they are cute together. Oh great, now you're getting in on that. We don't know if there's anything going on there, you know? Oh, you think not? She is a very strong-willed, boyish sort of girl, and yet beneath that, there's a sort of deeply buried sense of refinement to her. That sounds just like the kind of girl Joshua would snuggle tenderly with. Shara, did you become a perverted old man while I wasn't looking or something? The fog seeped into your brain, didn't it? As they overcome perils together, the soil will become fertile with affection. Oh, but Estelle, why are you worried? If someone steals Joshua from you, all you have to do is take back your man. Bright versus Capua, a struggle to the death. Note to self, never talk to Shara about anything in the future, at all, ever. I'm joking, Estelle, really. Still though, if you want to worry about Joshua, you would be the thing I'd worry about. That would be the thing I'd worry about more in your shoes. You two are at that age after all. Oh, believe me, I'm plenty worried on that front too. Like, there's Chloe, for starters. Nothing. I totally said nothing. Anyway, even despite all that, I'm actually a lot calmer now. I think I'm gonna get back to bed. Are you gonna stay up, Shara? No, I won't be too long getting back to bed myself. Agate and the others had a point about getting some rest. That's true. What is it? Shara, is there something you're worried about? Well, a little, perhaps. Give me a day or two, Estelle. We can talk about it then. Well, okay. I promise I won't worry about it too much then. Just keep your own advice in mind, okay? Don't drive yourself crazy or anything. Don't worry. I got a bothersome little sister to handle all the crazy in my life. Ack. Well, good night, Shara. Good night, Estelle. The Inverted Emperor. Mercy, empathy, trust, difficulty, inexperience, and uncertain regarding your enemies. Losing sight of what you want to do. I wonder who I was really talking about. Whoa, is it me or is it sicker than yesterday? Yes, it's definitely getting worse. I hope Agate and the others are okay. At this point, good question. Even if it's just a patrol, I'm kind of worried. Let's get to the guild house. We should be able to hear about last night, along with anything else. Good idea. That really is sick fog. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. There you are. You slept well last night, I hope? Yeah, thanks. Definitely recharging my batteries. While not necessary, the extra rest was appreciated, thanks, you two. The night patrol wasn't too rough, I hope? Thank you for doing that. Not at all. We slept in shift, so we're fine. Of course, there's one of us still passed out at the hotel. I'm guessing you mean Olivier? Whoa, so he really did do his part last night, huh? That he did. He wouldn't stop complaining, but I think some of it was just for show. He did his job well. We'll be sure to thank him later then. So what's the situation? Did anything happen overnight? The night patrol may have been a good idea because we've heard of no new reports of people collapsing. But it's as we feared, all of yesterday's victims are still out cold and still completely unresponsive. Oh man, that's awful. Also, do we know any changes to the fog? I swear it's sicker than it was yesterday. Thanks for watching. You can also catch my streams on twitch.tv/transleona to join in on the fun. Can't wait to see you there.